Hello, good morning, friends. Welcome to KSP Academy. For you, as your requirement, I think some people are requesting us. So please, can you tell me that important questions to me to prepare for a double exam for your semester examinations? The thing is very clear that you don't think that it is important questions. These are the topics which you should be perfect in these chapters. You may can clear your examination with a good percentage. That is my main motto. Then one more thing is that I was already told you to you. I have the YouTube channel. If you go to that KSP space Academy space 2010, if you go and YouTube and you can type it KSP space Academy space 2010. After going to that, we have homepage and videos and playlist. So then after that, you can go into the playlist. If you are required for that, I'll open that browser also to understand very clearly. In that, how to do it, how to search it is the questions. Also, where it is the academy there. Then after that, you can go it. I'll open this academy. KSP Academy. Go to the YouTube. So many people, then after that, you can go to the KSP Academy. Don't go to the homepage and videos. Please go to the playlist. The playlist we have a number of things, but it is not relevant to you. Wherever it is there, network theory is there. In this, your things will be there completely. Then after that, BW special topic here. BW Basic Electrical Engineers is there. In this, you can click on that. In this, we have playlist. A number of videos I kept here, like sequentially. All videos you can watch which are related to your syllabus copy only. Then after you come back to this, in that we have some videos. And after network theory also there. In the network theory also we have a number of videos. In this also your related topics I was already given that. So these videos you can watch in the YouTube channel. This is from main motto to you how to use your YouTube channel in this session here. So next. This is a YouTube channel, how to use it. A playlist you can go, you can search it about. So now let us, I should be discussing with you the chapter wise, which are the important questions, short answers and long answers. How the questions you may expect in your competitive examination or your semester examination. Those I'm trying to give that. So I'll write topic wise. I think we have the 5 units pattern in your syllabus copy. So there are 5 units. If you go for unit number 1, DC circuits, unit 2, AC circuits, unit 3, transient behavior and network functions, fourth one is a transformer, fifth one is electrical machines of DC machines and AC machines combination, they mentioned that. So those are very fresher and those who are preparing for a bit just pass or else more than 50% or 70% is enough to make I can clear examination. For those who students, I should suggest don't read much more to prepare 5 units at a time. If your time permits will be less, I think you are not mastered all 5 units. I'll prefer you a very less number of units and less number of topics which you read, you can clear your examination. That is I hope. So I should suggest only the 3 chapters first you prepare. Then after rest of the 2 chapters, you can take an option to prepare in some questions. That is clear. So chapter number 1, you should be clear. You must be prepared very well. Chapter number 4, transform, you must be clear. Chapter number 5. First, these 3 chapters you prepare first. Then after you can go for chapter number 2, give the 4th option. The chapter number 3, unit 3, you give the 5th option. Like this, you can prepare. To preparation should be easy. Up to what I taught in the classroom session, so what you know the topics, the preparation strategy must be easy. This is my personal suggestion to you. Let us move into the every chapter. What are the questions you may get in examination? So let us, I should write in the screen by using the digital board. Now let us, we can go to the question chapter wise. Let us take a first unit. So in this, what is the first unit? The DC circuits. Just I should clear my board. First unit is DC circuits. The DC circuits, first unit, go for short answers. So short answers questions, how should you may get an experience? So number 1 question is, come to your syllabus copy, short, how they are going to get. So many times I was taught in the basics, the first unit. First thing is what is Ohm's law? First question, what is Ohm's law? I think Ohm's law, at constant temperature, current through the conductor directly proportional to voltage applied across it. Next thing, what is the Ohm's law limitations? This is also a question. What is the Ohm's law limitations? Limitations of Ohm's law means it should be fail at a variable temperature. It should not applicable for nonlinear application. The thing is clear. The Ohm's law should be applicable for only linear elements. The third question is what is the KCL? What is the KVL? You have to explain that what is what. You have to write the equations for that where you can use KVL, KCL. Then after that, what is the resistance, inductor, capacitor? So you have to write the definitions of this. Then after you can go for that, you have to write VI relations of these three elements, VI relations. So VI relations for means resistor or VI relations of passive elements. So resistor, inductor, capacitor, the VI relations. So in this VI relation means what is the voltage and current relation for resistor? What is the voltage current relation for inductor? What is the voltage current relation for capacitor? I think you know what are the relations of these resistor, inductor, capacitance each cases. Clear? Then after go for the sixth question is short cases. What is a series connection and what is a parallel connection? What is the series and parallel connection of resistances? So when you wanted to two resistors are connected series, two resistors are connected parallel, what is the equivalent resistance? So that is the formula they will ask sometimes. Then after small problems which are related to this series parallel connection reduction techniques you can use, you can able to find it out the small that formulas you may expect in the very short answers. Then this case star delta they will not touch in the short cases. Then after go for theorem statements. This is very important. Theorem statements. So let us go for theorem statements. I think you know what is the Thevenin's theorem. Next, what is the superposition theorem? And what is the maximum power transfer theorem? This just they will ask what is Thevenin's theorem, superposition theorem, maximum power transfer theorem. So you write the theorem statements, it's more than enough. This is the 2 marks areas you may get the questions. The problems which are related to just a series parallel reduction techniques or else voltage and current things. Sometimes you should be ready for that voltage and current division rule. Voltage and current division rule. That is also videos available YouTube. You can watch that. Voltage and current division rule. Voltage source is you can convert it to current source. Or current source you convert it to voltage source. This is the short answers questions you can expect. When you go for a long answer questions, how that long answer questions will come? Long answers, long questions. So in this area, we can directly expect the questions, long answer. The question number 1 is star to delta conversion. Star to delta conversion formula. What are the formula for star converted to delta, delta converted to star? We have a proof is there. Those proof you need to prepare for very well. Second thing is they will give the big network. Big network means like the star delta models, all this they will give. You need to reduction big. So you, by using star delta conversion technique and series parallel technique, we need to reduction into the equivalent circuit. That is the main question. Sometimes they will use mesh analysis or nodal analysis. Using by mesh and nodal analysis, we need to voltage across the circuit or current across a particular element. You need to calculate. This is the case we can expect the question. The fourth question is last question, theorems. Again, they will touch the theorems. Out of the three theorems, any theorem, they will give the one circuit. You have to be find out Thevenin's equivalent circuit or Norton's equivalent circuit, or else please find out the voltage and current by using a maximum power transfer theorem, so superposition theorem, voltage and current. Then what is the maximum power is passing through particular resistance by using a maximum power transfer theorem. They will use such a questions. So being a student, you how to write the examination means whatever the question is given to you, if they are asking to find out the answer by using the Thevenin's theorem, please write a statement of Thevenin's theorem, write the procedure how to find it out. So if you know how to do the problem, then you can go to that, then you can do the problem. If it is not clear about the problem or the procedure, you have to write the theorem statement very clearly. Then you can write the procedure how you need to do it. This is also available for every theorem in the YouTube channel. I think laboratories you did in the EE lab, BW lab also, in that the theorems, everything you learn. The procedure, how you approach, you can write the procedure, the voltage and current finding in every case. This is more than enough to write these long answers. So first you need to prepare these questions, so you can clear the questions, no doubt at all. So I hope it is very clear. I'll go for unit number 1 is over. You are directly switch on to unit number 4. You don't go to unit number 2 and unit number 3. That is the last preferences from my side. Then in this go for short answers questions. What are the short answers questions? So for in this case, unit number 4. What are the unit number 4? Unit number 4 is transformers. So in this, you can easily crack the questions in examination. Nothing to worry about that. Very smallest unit out of all units, the fourth unit. First case is transformer definition. Transformer definition and the principle of transformer. Just principle. Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. How the EMF is transferred primary to secondary. That you can write it down. Just transformer principle. And the mutual inductance, you can write it out. That is very clear for you. Then after operation, they will not ask the short answers. Then after, what is the ideal transformer? Ideal transformer or else practical transformer? Or else different between ideal transformer to practical transformer. These questions you may expect in examination. Just think, ideal transformer, no losses, how that voltage and current reactances, currents, these things, those you can write. Ideal and practical differences, those you can consider for a short answers questions. Then after that, equivalent circuit, no one will touch you. OCSC test also no loss. Then what is the efficiency? They will question ask. What is transformer efficiency? So efficiency formulas, you have to write it down. Then condition for maximum efficiency. This is the question is the condition for maximum efficiency. What are the condition of maximum efficiency? Iron losses is equal to copper losses. I think classroom session PCU, iron loss is equal to copper losses. Cu is equal to P iron losses. So iron losses to copper losses. Condition to get a maximum efficiency. That condition I derived that from the efficiency formula. Those condition also you should remember. Next, voltage regulation. We can expect the question. What is the voltage regulation? These questions we can expect voltage regulation questions. That's all for this smallest questions. Question we can expect. The sample problems, if they wanted to give 2 marks only, the efficiency condition at 0.8 power factor, 0.6 case, then regulation 0.8, leading power factor, lagging power factor. These cases we may expect the problems in this case for 2 mark sessions. For you go for long answer sessions here, long answer questions. So here you can directly guess the question. First question is, what is the transformer construction details? Transformer construction details and working principle, construction details and working principle. So construction details means, I think the core and inside that what are the winding is there, oil is there, then after conservator tank, main tank, that I was already explained you, and the construction part will come. And working principle will come, how the EMF is generated primary to secondary. The flux, you can give the primary winding voltage, then go for EMF is in the secondary winding, and after flux will link secondary winding. The EMF is linked with primary to secondary. How the EMF is transferred primary to secondary. Those things you need to explain very clearly when the long answer question give back to you. The working principle clearly means draw the circuit diagram of a transformer, then how the things will go to there. Then you draw the phasor diagram if it is required, then you can explain very clearly. One more thing, special question I will ask, phasor diagram, draw the phasor diagram of a transformer for 0.8 leading power factor, or else for a leading power factor or lagging power factor or unity power factor. I think that phasor diagrams, ideal transformer no load, practical transformer no load, practical transformer full load. 3 cases I was given that. So practical transformer and load, leading case and lagging case, leading and lagging and unity power factor. I was given the phasor diagrams. Those phasor diagrams you draw and explain how the phasor diagrams you got it is. The phasor diagram, this is you get. Then draw the transformer equivalent circuit. I think the equivalent circuit how to draw. I told you the transformer equivalent circuit refer to primary, recur to secondary. Then after equivalent circuit, R equivalent, X equivalent, Z equivalent circuit, you need to redact the circuit from taking the standard of starting case. The however reduction that R place R1, R1 shifted to R2, refer to primary, secondary. These cases you have to mainly focus on that. Then fourth case, OCSC test on transformer. This is a common question. We can directly expect the question. So explain the OCSC test. You can draw that OC procedure and SC procedure where you connect primary, secondary, what you open secondary, HV open or LV open, HV short or LV short, very clearly those things. So those who don't know, I think you are already in the laboratory case. So laboratory we did OCSC test programs, how to do it. The same procedure you can write here. Nothing is there, both are correct only. Then questions you may expect sometimes long answer, they will give the procedure they'll ask, then the question they'll ask directly attaching to this procedure. Short time you can know the procedure of R equivalent or X equivalent. How to just substitute the values, you may get the question in the OCSA test. That is the OCSA test. Then long answers cases, efficiency regulation they will not touch. If they wanted to give problems on this, they will give the problems. Efficiency and the regulation, they will ask 0.8 and 0.6 lagging power factor, leading power factor, unity power factor, at maximum efficiency, full load efficiency, voltage regulation case, half load, full load. Same thing, laboratories, how you did a different parameter, they will give the regular problem. Those cases you need to perfect in that. Clear? This is a long answer. Then short answers, I miss one question. Then transformer losses also there. Transformer losses. So losses, copper losses and iron losses. And iron losses, you may expect hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. Sometimes separate questions will come. What is the hysteresis loss? What is eddy current loss? These questions also, you are ready to do the answer. So this is the case, you should not leave that. Very simple, very less number of questions you can answer. If you prepare this, you can easily get the answers. I think I was clear. The fourth unit. When you go to the fifth unit, so 15th unit also very theory questions will come. Our 15th unit is DC machines clearly, and AC machine, DC machines and AC machines. Combination they will give that. In this, what are the short answers questions you may expect? Simple way. So here one thing, first thing is DC motor principle, first question, or DC generator principle they'll ask. Please, I think this cases I was given that videos very clearly in the YouTube. Motor function, generator function, principle you write it down. Then after motor you can use Fleming left hand rule, and Fleming right hand rule. They will ask independently what is the Fleming left hand rule, what is Fleming right hand rule. Those also you should be clear that. Principally how to write, motor is Lorentz force equation, generator is Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. To find out direction of motor, you can Fleming left hand rule. To direction of the induced EMF, you can use Fleming right hand rule. Those two questions we can expect. Next, EMF equation. Just they will ask what is the EMF equation of DC generator or DC motor. EEG is equal to 5 Z by 60 into P by A. For lap winding, one thing is there, wave winding, one thing is there. Lap winding, armature paths equal to poles, wave winding, armature paths equal to 2. So that is the question you may expect. Next, just types of DC machines they will ask, DC motors. So separately excited, self-excited generator or motor. Then after that, you know that self-excited DC series motor, shunt motor, compound motor, long shunt, short shunt, and cumulative compound, differential compound. These types you write, just names you write it down. Long answer you can explain very clearly. So next, torque equation, they will not ask, which I'm telling, torque equation, you remember the torque equation from your textbook. So this is the short answers question from DC machines. AC machines, sometimes I didn't expect it any time, but if they want to, what is a synchronous generator? Just a synchronous generator. This is AC machine, which will convert mechanical energy into electrical energy. Here you use synchronous speed. The rotor speed is 1500 RPM. So every time. Or else, what is the induction motor? So induction motor principle, same thing, Lorentz force equation, how that force is developed in the induction motor when they move in the three. I think you have in the three-phase induction motor. Just principle, same thing, Lorentz force equation, induction motor. Possible, the videos are available. I'll send it in the YouTube. You can watch it as induction motor, synchronous. Just basics, the definition they allow. This is the short answers questions. Long answers questions, you should be ready for that. This long answers questions here. So here the long answers case is here. Number one is, first thing is a DC motor principle clearly. DC motor principle clearly. DC motor or DC generator principle. You have to draw the diagram very clearly. Then EMF equation we have to draw, right? Where you can use the DC motors. Unless you can write the DC motor types, generator types, you write very clearly. This case is motor principle you elaborate very clearly by making a diagram. You have to write equations, types you write. Don't explain the types, you should write types. Next, second question, DC motor types they will ask separately. See motor types. They will ask a DC motor type, then you can explain very clearly. Shunt motor, series motor, compound motor, long shunt and short shunt. And then after that, every time you draw the diagrams, EMF equation for each case. I told you how to apply the loops. If you go for a motor, V is equal to E plus IARA. Generator, E is equal to V plus IARA. And then after that, brush drop contacts, how I should draw. These things you draw, I already seen the Shunt motors in the laboratories. So these your types you write very clearly one by one. Then write application for shunt motor where you can use, series motor where you can use, compound motor where you can application here. This PDF copy I was already forwarded to you. Prepare that PDF copy for this. You can use more than enough to the application curator. Next, torque equation derivation. Torque equation derivation and the DC motor back EMF equation. Back EMF or generated EMF. I think you know EG is equal to 5Zn by 60 into P by A. This I was explained the procedure how to derive the equation. Derivation of this, then torque equation also you know. These two equations proof how you derivation. Derivation you must be prepared the procedure how to derive the formula. Then after same thing, synchronous generator, construction principle explanation clearly, directly. Induction motor, constructional things, then working principle, very clear. Induction motor, two types, slip ring induction motor, squirrel cage induction motor, slip ring induction motor, squirrel cage induction. There are two types of motors are there according to the rotor construction. So this series, synchronous motor, induction motor, only the theory questions will come, no problems. But go to the DC motor, you may expect the problem DC shunt motor, series motor, EMF equations, torque equations, numerical problems. So I hope the questions will be each unit will have a choices. Something one question is theory, one question is problem. So if you read at least theory, you can clear one question. Sometimes you use a bad luck. Sometimes the theory problem will combination by one question. That time you cannot do only 50% of the portion and question you are going to attempt at. So better to learn the theory very clearly with the formulas. You can apply the formulas to the question. You can clearly get the answer. So that is the way you can assist this 50 unit. So I told you unit perfect first of all, less number of units. Unit number 1. Then unit number 4 transformer, unit number 5 DC machines. So those next, though some people student really interested to get an out of, I'll suggest you unit number 2. What concepts you read, a short duration. Unit number 2. What is the unit number 2? No, AC circuits. So AC circuits. What are the short answers question you may expect? So short answers and questions. So here there are many questions is there in the unit number 2 because very big unit number 2 and 3. So first thing is what is the RMS value? What is average value? Definitions of RMS value and average value. Then after that they'll ask what is the form factor, peak factor, ripple factor. These questions you may expect it is. Then after that single phase series circuit. Then after that RL circuit, basically RC circuit, how should be there, then RLC circuit, how should be the impedance calculation, just voltage calculation. Just you need to understand how voltage and current relation here. The second unit case is. Then after that single phase series circuit, reactances, parallel circuit concept of. Then after quality factor definition. Q factor, what is the quality factor? This is a question you may expect. Then after that, three-phase circuits you cannot expect. Just they will ask the star to delta and delta to star. We have two types of connections in the three-phase circuit: star, delta to delta. I think you know, star delta connection, delta to star connection. Phase sequence. Okay, star to delta, delta to star to delta connection, delta to star connection. What is the line voltage and line phase voltage, and line current and phase current relations? In the case of star connection, what is this? In the case of delta connection, what is the relation? This relation you must be perfect. If you go for a star connection, what is this? Line current is equal to phase current. Sorry, current I should write. Line current is equal to phase current. If those are not clear, this also I'll write it down if required. If you go for a delta connection, phase voltage is equal to line voltage, but line current is equal to root 3 times of phase current, IPS. In the case of star connection, line current is equal to phase current, but line voltage is equal to root 3 times of phase voltage. This relation they will ask for a 2-mark session. What is the relation between phase current and line current in the star and delta cases? This is a short answers question. You may expect it is in the second unit. Next, one more question is there. Phase sequence. Sometimes they'll ask phase sequence. But how to write phase sequence RYB, BRY, the phase sequence Y to write. The phase sequence, you have to explain what is the phase sequence, how the EMF is generated in the induction motor. This is the induction motor concept when I was explaining the classroom session, that thing I was explaining to you, the phase sequence. This is the short answers. And go for a long answers cases here, long questions. So cases in the long answer questions, you can expect directly star connection or delta connection. Relations we have to find it out. I told you VL equal to VPH, how you got the relations. In the case of three-phase power supply, delta connection, how you got relation, star connection, how you got relation. This is there in the relations proof. Those proof you can expect in the three-phase circuits. Then after that, quality factor proof. Series RLC circuit, how to derive the quality factor. The derivation is that you have to prepare. Sometimes parallel RLC, the quality factor proof is there. That is also you must be prepared in this case. Then after that, alternating current quantity, J operator, this they won't get that much of big questions. This is the case, you need to prepare. Along this, you can expect the question series also. Sometimes they'll give RLC circuits, current voltage calculation for RLC. You must be perfect in this. These are the questions you may expect long answer in the AC circuits. So average value, RMS value, how you learn the EDC cases for half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier. Those things you may get in exams. You must be ready to find it out. RMS value, average value for half wave rectifiers and full wave rectifiers. These are questions you may expect. And then goes to last unit, unit number 3. So this is give please last choice. Otherwise, you might be fully confused. So short answers questions, how the questions will come in the short answers case. So short answers case, what is the Laplace transform? Simple, they'll ask what is Laplace transform. Then properties, they'll ask properties of Laplace transform, just two line properties. Then transient, what do you understand by transient first? What do you understand by transient? Then after that, time constant, tau is there. Time constant, tau for RL circuit, RC circuit, RLC circuit. Just time constant, what is the value of that? Look for RL circuit, L by R. RC circuit, just RC, time constant value. RLC circuit, 2L by R. So this is a time constant proofs. It's a time constant for each case. That you get for this case. That's complex frequency, driving point impedance, driving, what do you understand by driving point impedance? These questions we may get if you want 2 marks. Driving point impedance, immitance properties, pole zero locations, two-port networks. Okay. Then what do you understand by two-port network? This is a question. Next, what do you understand by two-port network? These two-port networks clearly was in the videos in the network theory. You can see all parameters. Then after two-port network, you have Z and Y and H, G parameter, ABCD, inverse ABCD. This already you have in the laboratory session. So these 6 parameters. You have to write what each parameter equations, the derivation, how to do it for Z and Y parameter calculation, and conversion one parameter to other parameter. These things you learn it is. So you can apply here. This is a short answer, just individual they lost. I wrote and all. These cases you can write it out. So this is a clear analysis for 2 marks. For long answers, I'll suggest you only less. Those only you can prepare for long answers. For long answers cases, you can prepare first all two-port network parameters: Z, Y, H, G, ABCD, inverse ABCD. At least you perfect at least 1 or 2, you can clear it as. They'll ask that please reduction circuit, Z parameter, find out Y parameter, Z parameter, H parameter, G parameter. So the thing is clear. If you want to do when a conversion from any parameter, they'll ask G parameter, H parameter. First to find out to Z or Y. The network is convenient to find Z, you can find Z. The network is convenient to find Y, you can find out Y parameter. Once you find Z and Y, we know conversion formulas I was given that how to convert a Z parameter to other all parameters. If it is y parameter, z parameter, if you find the rest of y z parameter conversions is there in terms of y, in terms of z, all parameters will come. If it is y parameter, you find out, you can do inverse of y, you'll get z parameter. After getting z parameter, you can write all parameters. That is, you can use the logic to find out all parameters. The second parameter, that is the parameter question, you can get in examination clearly. Next, transient analysis, RL or RC or RLC, anyone they will ask, with initial condition, without initial condition. Sorry to say, we should be ready to face the problem. The things will come in examination. So this area, one question is guarantee long answer. So this is optional. If you take means you can clear this question here. Problem they'll ask or else procedure go. This is one area or this is one area. So you can, if you prepare this, you don't touch this tangent analysis. Sometimes quality factor they'll ask RLC series and RLC parallel. So you must be perfect in this case. It's driving point impedance and impedance functions. So this is the case will come. This is areas, one question. This area, one question. So out of this one question is perfect here, you can no need to touch this. Really, if you want really interested, all you can prepare. This is the important questions for all 5 units cases. So I told you to you the procedure, how it approach here. So the last thing is here, when you attempt in the questions, the 2 marks areas, write the definitions which are required for every fundamental things, which is things which will plays major role for that. So when you ask the definition, you write the definition including formula. If you know, you can write it down. The questions you go long answers, the data which you know to related to the question. If it is transformer, they'll ask. So a problem will come, the transformer problem is on the transformer. Please write transformer definition, write the formula. If you know the things, you can write it on the procedure. If you don't know things, please leave it out. Nothing will happen. Otherwise, don't leave the question empty. Okay? Write the answers according to the given questions. So this is the way you need to approach the things. You can clear the examination. I hope it's very clear. Once I am repeating, focus on unit 1, unit 4 and unit 5. The next unit 2, then unit 3. Unit 3 only the 2-put networks you master in that. Then you can easily catch the long answer. You don't miss any long answer. But the short answer you may miss maybe second or third unit. That's all. The rest of the things you can clear that things. I hope it's very clear. Thanks for watching my video. If you think is like, please subscribe to our channel. I told you to you. Thank you guys. I hope I told you to all guys. I left the college. I'm very thankful to you to guiding me in a positive direction. Okay, so all the best to all guys. If anything else, anyone you wanted to in the future references, please contact me in approach and personally, or else through mail or through YouTube channel by making that comment box on that. I'll approach you videos if it is required in future things. Okay, now one more thing is that when you wanted to go thing in the future, please make it on the GATE exams. So please, it should be planned to prepare for GATE examination. The things will be there. I wrote in the YouTube. Please go to that. Prepare study for YouTube. If you're really interested in the PSU's government sector, go to the GATE examination. Or it is no for it is only for software. Follow the college. It will be more than enough to you. If you're really interested for government sector civil services, the GATE examination or IITs, NITs, you want to see wonders, so come to this. I hope it's very clear. Rest of the things we'll talk in a personal thing. Okay, thank you. Once again, if anything else, anyone, if it is things from my words, it's harshability, the kindly excuse to me to make it in a positive direction. When I was going to the classes, I should go very strict manner to you. Thing is, like it is positive. Things which will be remember in a long time. Things will come that time. I should be recalled to you. Why sir is telling to you like that? So please take it granted. It is positive. Okay. So these are things. So we'll make it in a positive direction. Okay. Thank you. We'll meet in next video. Okay. Thank you. All the best. Take care. Be safe.